told to come alone. Joe said if you vote for him, he'll abdicate his throne as the father of the crime bill, soul of Jim Crow. Proud to live and vote as a Strom Thurmond clone. If he tried to kiss your daughter with a camera rolling, he'll try more than kissing her alone. Cozy up with Jill for a photo like a portrait of the Kissingers at home. You know I hate to kill the messenger, but if he's gotta go, we can FaceTime and slit his throat while he stares into the phone. Like if you don't know, kitten, now you know. This is where austerity has gotten us. This is all that palpable excitement for a 20-year wait, unforgiveness for your student loans. But a distraction's a distraction and it's time to see some action, so here's one last song for Joe. Before I try to keep his name out of the lyrics in my phone, try to shift the focus to our senators and everyone in Congress who is all too happy to be hidden while we're wasted to the bone. It is not food insecure, it's starvation, and it lurks in almost half the country's homes. So if you plan to lay down, hold your nose and vote for Joe, have the guts to admit that you chose to submit and that you decided lending your support to a pedophile must be a step towards hope. That a vote for a man that spent his whole life implementing laws that dehumanized people of color is a vote against fascism. When you know damn well he's just a kinder, dumber face on the same white nationalism. So baby, throw away your scruples with the memories of your activism. Watch your weak resistance usher in a fucking cataclysm. Elect a bigot war pig and say you're gonna push him into pacifism. That's some bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. Bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. Baby, that's some fucking bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. God, that's some fucking bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. That's some fucking...
You know, sir, I like you much better with my glasses off.
I guess I was born with the curse of foresight, 'cause I knew Joe was only gonna represent the war side. And that said, I just came to fight. You could keep the ore flight. Save the surprise and the gasp when the shadow of the fascists have cast is on your doorstep in the glow of your porch light. Save the surprise when the grid goes down and we go underground to lick wounds in the gloom of a torchlight. While up in the sky, a blimp glides by with a sign like New Year's 2022. Brought to you jointly by Pfizer and Coors Light. While the centrists observe from a comfortable courtside, right in the thick of the action behind a partition. We're in a morbid position, a plague of evictions, born a comorbid condition of the cancer of wealth. I fantasize that I cancel myself, hands on your head, throw your best laid plans in the well. There are no more answers, questions go back on the shelf. All Joe's donors, a quick show of hands. How many of you sub to the Lockheed Martin OnlyFans? How many are loyalist patrons for the Raytheon Patreon? Occupy Iraq and send $1 million off into the great beyond. Cool yourself with the safety on. True to yourself in as much as you dutifully spew out a mucus of QAnon. You can't convince me the Capitol wasn't surrendered with every intention of digging us deeper down into the treacherous webbing of censorship, ebbing your speech and dissension so you can't hold Biden accountable. Not in his mentions and not in the streets. Know to the end that Joe will defend the elite. Joe won't embarrass McConnell, but Joe's not embarrassed if all of your children are hungry and weak. Too hungry to speak. Too hungry to stand, they just lie at his feet. Joe is fresh out of empathy, fresh out of policy, but he'd love to know, what was your favorite ice cream flavor to eat? Back when you used to eat. I guess the road isn't rocky for people who thought we were free. They'll believe what they read, and Joe's here to lull them to sleep. Counting us down by the dozens, the culling of gullible sheep, led to the slaughter by media tyrants and government thieves. These are the leeches that stubbornly suck where there's nothing to bleed. These are the tumors that force us to crawl on our knees. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. closed in '08. One was condemned in '16. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in '08. One was condemned in '16. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in '08. One was condemned in '16. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in '08. One was condemned in '16. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in '08. One was condemned in '16. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in '08. One was condemned in '16. This is the home of the brave. My lips, brand new taxes, starving all the billionaires and neutering their Visa Maxes. Topple Congress off their axis, mobilize the homeless, give them access, call it praxis. Chop a couple limbs off the legislative branches. We'll show you the difference between air as a human right and guaranteed oxygen access. Octogenarians who barely know what day it is are culling countless citizens while sitting on a dais made of ignorance that was built on the graves of the slaves made to labor for its self-declared significance. And all to build a Congress full of millionaires who make their fortunes insider trading while they shit on all the indigent. So I got a bone to pick with our leaders, and I'll start with the ligaments. Pick right through the muscle, dig the marrow out, and serve it to the unhoused millions living in their minivans or watching their belongings get evicted from their tenement. I have a dream where we breach the walls of Congress and just let them in. And what happens next will survive in only text, because there won't be any evidence. There will only be the heavy kind of feeling that pervades us.
Am I backwards? What? No.
Nope, you're good.
No, you're good. Okay.
We're live. We did it. We pressed the buttons.
We did it. Yay.
Yay.
Yes, Tommy somewhere. Yay.
Yay.
Everybody.
Just run out.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to INN Live. This is Indy. Hi. And I've got a whole bunch of friends here with me and a whole bunch of my comrades, my brothers. And we were supposed to have some of our sisters here, and I'm sure they'll be popping in at some point.
Hopefully.
Actually, I just got a note. One of them will be here in a second.
Yeah.
This is
we have Tatame with us still, right? Tatame here?
Yep. I think Tatami's here. She's muted.
Oh, she is. She's just muted. And you know what? I think I can only see people who are sharing. No, there we go. Oh wow, look at that. We're going on the two screens. Noli's here. Hi, Noli.
Hi.
Tommy's here. Holy crap! Look at this. So we are scheduled to have as many as 16 people, and you'll see a lot of network members here. You're going to see a very special guest who's bearded, and I think, at least on my view, he's at the top. I just wanted to issue a warm welcome to Jesse Jett to INN stream tonight. And we're going to make an announcement that Jesse Jett is joining Indie News Network as musical director and as a content creator and contributor.
Nice.
Sorry, Greg, you lost the job.
Where's the interview?
Oh man, I'm seriously so excited. Like, I can't thank you guys enough. So
No problem, man.
This is
I'll try not to
this
disappoint
is so
anybody.
awesome. So and we're live on like every single platform you can think of. You know what? I don't know if we're actually live on Odyssey. I don't remember if I made a stream for Odyssey.
Yeah, I don't know. That's your job.
I know I had to do that one. So,
Even
wow,
I
so we
have
have to introduce
Odyssey. Way to
everybody.
go.
Holy crap. It's going to take 15 minutes to introduce everybody alone. So I'll just say everybody's name, and then you guys, we're going to go around and we'll talk about what everybody's up to, what everybody's been working on, what everybody's been, if you've been taking a break, some of us have been, and that's cool. Like, INN lets you do all of that, and we have to do that and take our personal time for ourselves and family as well. So I want to say hi to Reef Breland, my brother, my co-host on How Do We Miss That? We've got hi Luci joining from Blue Moon Red Wine. We've got, like I said, Jesse Jett, artist and performer and singer and songwriter and hilarious dude and guy who writes my thoughts too often on Twitter. We've got BeTheChange, Todd, and we've got Rob Durden with Political Fight Club, and we've got Angel Rivera, the handsome cynic, who is now on Twitch. I just signed up, and Tara Reade actually signed up for your Twitch page. And we've got BigMadCrab Greg, and I'm looking at Yeti Jesus and Luis, thrown off of Twitter, banned from Twitter, too spicy for Twitter. And Collin,
three times,
right, and Collin, our young educator, our nursery school teacher. We got everybody on this channel and on this network. We've got Uncle Warren for our hilarity and our levity and some serious stuff, but gaming as well. And then we've got Kris Legion with spicy takes and getting everybody all stoked up. We've got Luci from Blue and Red Wine. Holy moly, Noli Dee, the activist. Somebody called her the Erin Brockovich of our time today because she goes everywhere, thoughtless. And I was like, that is such an amazing analogy. Like, yes, perfect. And then we've got Tatami, artist, streamer, mom extraordinaire. Like, welcome to INN. Welcome to our March stream. Again, I'm Indy, and I do a lot of talking, as everybody knows. And we've got another sister joining. So check this out. We've got 4 women joining on top of our 12 Dude Sausage Fest. We've got the lovely and beautiful Tara Reade.
Hi.
Now kicked off of RT, but now fully embraced by INN. And we're going to be doing a lot more stuff on the network. We're going to be
are we live or are we talking amongst ourselves?
Oh, we're live.
Hey, everybody.
We're live.
Okay, Tara.
We'll do it live. Do it live.
We're doing it live.
All right.
I'm just introducing everybody right now. I wanted to give everybody a chance to kind of say hello, to talk about what you've been up to. Holy moly. Let's go to Rob, man. Rob's been doing a bunch of stuff. I've been watching his Rockfin stuff, and he's now on Rumble, but I'm going to let him talk about what Rob's up to. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good to see all you guys. I'm doing my thing on YouTube, Rockfin and Rumble, mostly Rockfin and Rumble nowadays because I keep getting banned from YouTube. I recently did seeing as Madeleine Albright died today, I did a roast because it's tradition. Yeah. So that'll be fun. That's on Rumble and Rockfin. I'm doing a couple of my thing now is fighting censorship by kind of promoting and showcasing my favorite journalists. So what I do is per episode, I take 2 or 3 articles by the same writer and go over those articles and put it all together. And I've already covered Alan McLeod from Mint Press News. I just did Glenn Greenwald recently. And then I'm going to do Alex Rubinstein and Max Blumenthal over the next 2 days. And then in my personal life, I'm doing a project on the side right now where I have a sneaky suspicion there are certain books and movies that are going to get censored here in the upcoming months and years, especially if the censorship apocalypse continues to go. So what I'm doing is I have a buddy who lives and works in downtown Peoria who owns a small movie theater. So over the entire summer, we're going to be doing, movies for mayhem, which is all censorable movies. We're going to do 2 every Friday night in his movie theater and basically just kind of watch some censorable movies. So this upcoming April 1st, Friday, it's going to be, let's see here. We're doing Wag the Dog and Fight Club. And we got a whole bunch of other movies that we're going to be doing there. And I'm also going to be handing out free books that I think are going to be getting censored here in the future as well. So I've got like a bunch of copies of V for Vendetta that I bought online, Fight Club, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Bluest Eye, anything, a lot of them that you guys have heard of. I'm going to be handing those out for free at my event. So that's what I'm doing in my spare time. You guys know I've got my projects and I'm just going to keep uploading to Rockfin and Rumble and occasionally YouTube until they finally ban me for good.
Rockfin Rumble. What about Odyssey? Are you on Odyssey yet? Did you get on there?
I am. I'm having a hard time with the app on my phone. Like it's a little more complicated. I will figure that out though. That's my other backup.
Yeah, we got to get you into Odyssey because all we have to do is, even if we can just jump onto a desktop, like I know we can get you hooked up so they're backing up your YouTube at least before they pull it down or before they ban it, they'll grab it and back
Right.
it up, right? So
Yeah.
I know that's happened for some of us here already. Holy crap! Geez, Yeti started a show. Is this Yeti's first stream for INN? I don't know. I think you did.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think he's already done one before. Wow. Well.
No, it's my
welcome,
first
Yeti.
one with INN. I've just been on
Nice.
other ones with you.
Right, we've been on so many shows already. Like I didn't even. I don't even. We've been on Misty's show. I think we were on Reef show.
Yeah.
I know I've seen you.
I think it was on Uncle
Warren's.
Warren's. Yeah.
For sure. So why don't you kind of tell everyone about who you are, what you're up to, and your show, which I love already.
The first thing I'm doing is right now is I'm doing the bread lines. I'm still working on my format and how I want to present things. So I'm actually going to be moving my computer and all my stuff over to my bakery so that I can just do everything there, it's just my condo. So I prefer to use it as like a bakery versus being a sleazy landlord. So because I'm stuck with it, so I don't have a choice. But I've also been doing on Telegram, doing translations for some of the Russian speaking Telegram channels, just like trying to put them back into a more one convenient format. It's more so for myself, so I can go back and read through and try and decipher what's kind of fact from fiction, kind of crossing reference with like, well, not what we get in the media, but more English media at least, that I can at least understand. And then
And I've seen you put AFB News in there. I've seen you put some Mango Press in there. I've seen you put some of the other outlets that are getting banned across everywhere else because you're not able to find it. And you're putting it in native Russian. And then what are you doing? Using like Google Translate or something?
yeah,
to
just
actually
trying
translate
to just using Google Translate. I did download a translating app. I've just gotta get around to using it because I have ADHD like you wouldn't believe. I'm like a goldfish with a meth addiction. Goldfish are just out there like goldfish are swimming by like, oh man, glad not him, man. Oh,
holy shit. Yeah, I'm actually subbed to that channel, so I feel that, and it's been keeping me informed. Like you had a lot of that stuff that got banned off of Twitter, of the people that were getting.
Yeah, I managed to find their Telegram channels before they got banned. So
you found some crazy stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of like some of the videos. Like I kind of been slacking lately. I've been in my not my ADHD, my antidepressants for a while. So, but I got some more of that today because I had to go to the doctor. Anyways, because
you were doing
I like to wreck my
reporting.
wrist. Yeah,
like you didn't even realize that you're like being an aggregator and a reporter, and you are becoming like one of the most prominent war reporters on what's happening in Ukraine and Russia. You know, it's happened kind of overnight. It's remarkable. I got to give you a ton of credit. I'm subbed to the channel.
Could you give us like a brief update? Because right now in the mainstream news, the narrative is that the elites in Russia might try to get rid of Putin, and that the Russians are losing. And I don't believe this narrative. I was just wondering if you could provide some.
For the most part, what they've been doing is they're trying really hard to minimize civilian casualties. And especially now that they're getting more deeper into like the Azov battalion kind of like districts and area like Mariupol, and especially Kiev. They've been trying really hard to minimize the casualties from what I can tell. But because so much equipment is getting backed into like that mall they said they bombed, there's been no civilians in there for a while. It's been basically artillery and like tank kind of like battalions backing up into there. So I can't say there's not civilians because they have been known to been holding them in the underground. So there's been a few videos coming out of Ukrainian speakers, just like people getting evacuated that are starting to paint a really grim picture that is unfortunately reminiscent of what Germany also tried to pull when they were starting to get heavy artillery fire. It's like that theater in I can't remember where it was, but it looks more realistic to me. It was detonated from inside than any kind of artillery fire coming at it. So
Marsupol, yeah.
yeah, I'm horrible with like names and saying it, so I'm just gonna get like a sign that I can just hold up instead of me saying words. Just like
just point to it at the map. That one.
Thanks. I was just curious. I'll definitely. I haven't been following your channel, so I will. So I will now.
Yeah,
I just put
I've
it.
been
I
slacking
dropped
a
it in the
little bit.
chat.
We went and visited family for a couple weeks down in so that was nice. And then we're actually going back down. I got to go for a checkup on my heart next week, and then we're gonna go visit family again for a little bit.
Nice.
It's nothing major. I had a heart transplant like almost 25 years ago, so I just have to randomly get it checked.
Right. Nice.
Well, that's a whole other story. I know you told on Misty's show and talking about how you were on the news about it, and
Yeah.
it was like a whole thing, right? And you live up in Canada, because I don't think a lot of people. I know Ricky's in chat; he knows who you are, but maybe some of the other people don't.
Yeah, I live up in northern Canada, but I live close enough that I was at one of the best transplant clinics in the world at the time, and especially now. So I kind of lucked out.
Definitely, we all lucked out.
Good.
So, Luis, I wanted to give Luis a chance to talk, as the man has been banned off of Twitter. I feel like his voice has been taken away. I feel like I was telling Jesse Jett, I feel like he's the guy that's standing at the window going, guys, let me in. I got something to say too. So, God, Luis here, man, I got to give you the floor. Tell everybody what the hell happened and what you've been up to since you got kicked out of Twitter, because I know we all miss you.
Well, guys, I've been in Twitter since 2010. That's when I created my account over there. And that first account I created was banned because I was calling out the Democrats when they were starting to allow. Remember when they started to allow Bloomberg to get in? You know, in the middle of the primaries, I was like, what the heck is going on here? You know, this should be illegal. Or people already voted, and you're gonna allow this guy, you know, to get in. And then all that, you know, I was exposing them, all that stuff. I got my account banned, and that was my real account, my personal account. Then I created another account. That's the account I created with the Assange, you know, thing. I was doing everything for Julian Assange. I was very outspoken for him, you know, with Misty, with everybody over here. I was sharing all of you guys. I was very connected, you know. But the thing is, you know, those the trolls that the Democrats have, you know, this guy, you know, that's the one that is engaged with us all the time. He's like hate following us and commenting on all of us and all that stuff. What is his name? I forgot. Dave.
Talking about Jeff?
No,
Dave. Or Dave. Oh,
Dave,
yeah, Bronx Bull.
Yeah. Oh
sure.
my God. That guy, I'm pretty sure he's the one that sent all those trolls to, you know, mass report me and stuff like that, because I was very outspoken. I don't allow bullshit. I don't, you know, believe all their bullshit, all that stuff. I start looking, I'll do my research. I check what they're talking about and I expose them. They get mad at that. And so they got me into a group of anti-Cubans from Mexico, you know, people from Mexico, people from Florida. They were starting to talk, you know, crap about Cuba and what was happening. You know, you remember those supposedly marches against the communist party in Cuba, all that stuff that was happening, all that was bullshit. Yep. I have some contacts in Cuba. They were telling me what was really happening over there. And because I told those guys, I was calling them worms. It seems that word is very, for Twitter, that's a very bad word. Worms, you know, in Spanish, gusanos.
Right.
Because I was calling them that, because they were siding with the right wingers over there in Florida, all that stuff against the Cuban government. Twitter banned me, and I was like, what the heck? I've done worse stuff than just calling people gusanos, and I got banned, permanent banned for doing that. I'm like, what? Wait, what happened over here? And then they got my backup account, the account that I barely use. I only use it for Medicare for All, for the marches. I had the pin tweet over there for the marches of Medicare for All with a lot of videos of you guys, all that were, part of it. And I got that account banned too. That account was created way before that account that they got me banned. Supposedly they banned that one because I was avoiding, the ban. And what the heck, Then I created, I don't know if you guys remember, I created that third account. It was the Green Berets.
Green Beret.
Yeah, the Green Beret, yeah.
And I was doing great, but it seems Dave, because I engaged with Dave again, he realized that it was me. So he, must reported me with his trolls and I got kicked out. So now I do have a Twitter account, but I want to keep it, low profile. I don't want nobody to know who I am. I just sharing you guys. I'm following you guys all, if not most of you. I'm following you guys. I'm sharing you and I'm retweeting. I'm commenting, but not as, before, as active as before.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you're back at least.
Now you have to message me so I know which account it is.
The thing is, this is the thing. I want to keep it low profile because once the word starts going out that is me, somebody's gonna snitch.
Yeah, that's right.
And get banned again. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add to that because I spent some time in South Florida and I know that community very well, the Miami community, those Cuban community, very right wing, and they are very, very closely tied to intelligence, big time. So when they see something like this, where the truth is coming out of Cuba, when they get riled up, they do pound something like this.
One of them posted to the FBI, under the comments. He called the FBI under the comments. And as soon as that happened, like 5-10 minutes after that, I was banned. Right, Insta ban.
Straight up snitch.
Yeah. They're very connected. I mean, they're very, very close with the intelligence community.
Oh, sorry about this. I forgot to tell you guys. Another thing I'm trying to pull out is, I joined those right-wing, websites like Getter and Gab, which Gab is the Trump, website. Getter is the other guy's website, which is connected to Trump too. So what I'm trying to do over there, I'm trying to expose the bullshit that is happening between both parties, so try to wake them up to the bullshit. And it is working little by little, they're connecting with me and stuff. It's working, but it's kind of difficult to, make them get rid of that ideology they have implanted in their brain, So that's my goal right now. I'm posting stuff over there about Julian Assange and stuff. My video about Assange, the one that exposed the military, what they did in Iraq from WikiLeaks, is very, very, very viral over there in that website and those websites. So that's what I'm up to.
That's awesome, man. Again, we got to find other ways. It's playing platform whack-a-mole. We know also that, we got you joining into Telegram. So that, again, we found a way to stay chat connected with everyone. We're working on a new Discord for INN. We had one all set up, and then of course we got deplatformed from Discord for something that we were never even given the reason. That was Reef and I in the Convo Couch, and historically and others as well. So that was like a whole thing, but that wasn't really what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about some of the activism that Noli's been up to, and shout out some of the things she's been. I know, Kris, was there anything else you wanted to jump into about deplatforms and censorship? I know you've been banned quite a bit and gotten suspended a few times.
Me, I've never really been suspended, but
no,
I've been suspended.
Just seeing like INN being mass suspended, like everything is guilt by association. So everyone, I mean, if I just message, like if they just get one of us and
Kris,
we're all connected together.
You've been slammed by those trolls too, they must report
they go
the trolls. I've seen that happening a lot.
Yeah, I think being a Gen Xer, I'm able to rub it off my shoulder because I've dealt with worse, so
right.
Street kids, I ain't gonna lie, I dabbled in the street life a little bit, so things like that don't really scare me. But if you have to laugh it off, you can't take them seriously. You just have to take precautions because they do mass report. But other than that, it's not too much. They can do to you, you can do to them.
Yeah. You just keep living. LIVIN, right? But yeah, I wanted to talk to Noli a little bit. She's been doing some incredible work. She's traveling all over the country. She's helping people try to get awareness to their stories. And I know that there was one that they were just live again tonight, Blind Justice. So I don't if you're there, if you want to jump on, give Mike a little shout out and talk about his story. I'd love to give you the floor for a few minutes to talk about that and talk about some of the other projects you're involved with. I mean, you're everywhere, and we just love you so much. Really, thank you, and appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually plan on being back there with them, with Mike and his wife, with Blind Justice, in June. In July, I will be in Juliet for the hearing of that whistleblower cop who whistleblew about a cover-up of a murder, and now he's looking at doing 20 years for it.
That's the guy in Alabama, right?
No. He's in Juliet.
Arkansas?
He's in Illinois.
Oh, in Illinois. Okay.
Yeah, near Chicago. His name is Javier. He's a great dude. I don't do cops. If anybody knows me, they know I don't do cops. Cops are not your friends. They are not. There is no such thing as a good cop because they fire them, kill them, or get them locked up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's right.
Police culture.
But so with the I just this is what he's a unicorn, and I'm really I've become friends with him. He's a wonderful person, and I'm going to be there for him for his court date. I'm not gonna not be there. With Blind Justice, I've known him for 5 years now, 6 years now. He used to live down the road from me, and he is a blind war veteran. Wonderful guy, wonderful father, wonderful husband, great friend, and he has to use assistive devices. So he has a thing in his ear that will tell him what's being said on, or what's being typed over on his phone for text messages, or what's in front of him to tell him to move out of the way. He has this other thing that like buzzes on his arm to push him away from like dangerous shit. And he also uses these cameras. He has a traumatic brain injury, more than one, from the war and from police, and all for using his camera in a public space. It was 2 years ago, I think. He went into a health department to see what kind of services they offered and to see if he could get services. And everything was fine until it wasn't. And these cops beat on him badly. I finally saw the video of where it's from the cop's perspective, and holy crap. I sat here and cried. It was really, really hard to watch. They have him, there's like 3 different cases. Only 2 of them are open right now. The other one's been closed. But this man is going up against this court system and this good old boy system alone. No attorney or anything, because every time he gets an attorney, they aren't working for him. Even when he's paying them out of pocket, they are not working for him. And it's obvious that they're not working for him. This man ended up going to prison, a maximum security prison, for 11 days.
Blind.
Over a failure to identify when he was a passenger in the vehicle. Now, we all know our rights, right?
Didn't they take his assistive devices also while he was in prison?
They took his assistive devices away. They took his hat and his glasses away. And like, he's almost totally blind now, but back then he could still see like extremely blurred light.
Yeah,
and any kind of bright light would cause him extreme migraines to the point where he can't talk. And they tortured him the whole time, and it cost him $50,000 to get him out. Now that case is closed, but for some reason they still have his $50,000.
It's unreal.
Yeah, his bail money. Explain that. The judge yesterday and the prosecutor lied bigger than shit, like over and over and over again. And the judge just like, oh well. And oh my God, you guys, it's so frustrating because go over to Blind Justice channel and watch his, I think it's a now 11-part series. what's been going on with him, and you are going to lose your fucking mind.
It would be nice if you post the link over here in the chat.
Yeah,
I can do
yeah,
that.
Noli, I don't know if you have it, if you can, please. And
Yeah,
also,
yeah, no
Noli's been
problem.
trying to win a contest for raising money for a shelter.
A safe house. A safe house.
A safe house.
Yeah,
so
please
that's
vote.
Much
nice.
needed. Much needed.
Yep. So it pays $25,000. Also, Noli's going to put her link for that. All you have to do is you can vote free with a Facebook login. So definitely see if you can, just it's easy, it's free, support that, and let's see if we can raise some money and do some good to help some people, because Noli's just so selfless. She's giving of herself all the time. It's unbelievable.
Hey, folks,
So, and then there was the Pennsylvania story. Holy crap. We could talk about that another time, but that was a whole other saga. And I don't want to re-traumatize you, but Hilton Hotels is doing a lawsuit. But Uncle Warren, man, and Uncle Warren's been sitting here a while and quiet, and I know he's dying to talk. Look at him. His eyes are wide, pupils are dilated. He's got more shows. He's got so many people in Extra Booyah. I have the kids, and I put the kids down when he's doing the show, so he hasn't made special time for me. I guess I'm not as important as the political matrix or anything, but tell everybody what Extra's been up to and some of the gaming stuff, dude. You've been busy and working on a lot of stuff, and I love what you do. So tell everyone else, because I see it all.
Indy, are you making a reservation for a pity party, or is that what you're doing? Because
I don't do pity, dude. I don't do pity. Come on, I'm too.
You
busy
have to
do
choose
pity.
between your children and me. All right, that's how this works. That goes for everybody, kids or me. I'm the kid. No,
it's a Thursday night.
I have kids, so screw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kids.
This is my uncle's son, Warren.
I'll give you someone else's kids.
Nice. We can do another one of these type of streams on Booyah too. We can do an INN stream.
Exactly. I mean, what I'm really excited about is having Jesse on board to boost our entertainment division here at INN. So welcome aboard, Jesse.
Happy to be here.
We actually have an entertainment division that has talent now, so that's good. We went fishing and we caught a big one. The fish were biting. No, welcome aboard. We had speaking of Jesse and Reef and Yeti, all three of those guys with Ricky last week when we did the St. Patty's Day show.
That was so much fun. Oh my god.
Oh.
I knew it was going to be fun. I had no idea it was going to be that much fun. And then we just spent like 30 minutes trying to rename the convo couch because they don't have the couch anymore, I guess. But
Sans couch.
Sans couch. Yeah, it was just like any kind of furniture you can think of. We would put convo in front of it and we had it. So but the show's going well. We're actually to accommodate people like Indy and those who are can't really come on until later. We might be doing a weekend show. Not quite sure yet.
Okay.
But maybe a little shorter, maybe a little more intimate. Ooh la
la.
Yeah, so not quite yet. Ooh, I know, right? The little caliente. Ay, papi. Gato.
We have fun here.
We do. And probably a little too much fun. But on that show, that's probably gonna be a little more serious, more like kind of an interview type show. But it'll be still fun, and later what I'm trying to get it's very much in the what is it, the alpha stage, not even beta yet. Hopefully by the end of summer and early into fall, I want to do a film festival for documentaries, that kind of thing. Maybe try it for one day. It basically depends on how many people we can get on board for it. I'm thinking it might be just small. We may just do one day, maybe a few hours, and see if we can hook up with some independent filmmakers that are they have important films that they want to get out there, but maybe they're not getting that much exposure. Maybe, you know, with the help of the network, we could get them the more exposure, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the big thing in the waiting in the wings come fall, hopefully. And I'm really excited about that because I've been involved with some film festivals down south, and it's an amazing experience to talk to filmmakers. And basically just the format, how we would do it on the live stream is like, it would probably be me and a co-host, or we just kind of rotate it out. When we have the filmmaker on there, we talk to them about them personally, and then we watch the film, and then we could talk about the actual film afterwards, that kind of thing. So hopefully we can get that off the ground. And
like a Sundance. I love it. I flipping love it.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
Well, it's like I'm calling it sun pants because it's going to be hot in the rear. What? That's definitely a working title. It does not work. So we'll figure it out. The first ever INN documentary fest, DocuFest, or something like that. You know, we'll figure it out. But I'm just excited. I think it would be good. I haven't really seen anything like that. I know we've been seeing like a plethora of panels on our friends networks. You know, like you said, RBN just did third party summit over the weekend. I thought that was fantastic. And you know, and we could talk to people that doing that they're doing like fictional stuff too, you know, because even though it's not quite as important as the actual news and stuff, you'd have to have some modicum of entertainment to because if you're just thinking about this stuff, the hardcore stuff all the time, it's just going to make you crazy. So you need like a little break, a little bit of relaxer, but still you can talk to people who are doing important things, but maybe talk about stuff that's not quite as important, but you get to see another side of them. That's pretty much what the show is about. So, and tomorrow night on my show, a good friend of mine I've known for almost 50 years is going to be on, and he is a bona fide physicist scientist, and we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff like about, we start with the Earth, like see what he knows about climate change and whatnot, but then we'll go out into space and talk about the James Webb Telescope and some of the discoveries and the cool Star Trek-y type stuff. So we're both a couple of space nerds when it comes to that stuff. So I want to have more people on like that were like kind of experts in their fields, and you know, get their knowledge out there for everybody.
I'll throw you Ruben Langdon's information. I don't know if you saw I did a thing with him on RT. Ruben Langdon does the show Extra Dimensionals, and he'd set up, remember with Senator Gravel, he set up that whole documentary where they did the mock Senate if they were to investigate UFOs. That Ruben coordinated that. He's cool. You'd probably love him.
Also, well, and I want to get with I was talking to Marcus Cage and Ricky Rance and Steve Poikinen, and we're going to have a Down the Rabbit Hole show too. So these guys know all the little secrets, all the little nooks and cavities where all the information lies. So we should have a pretty fun show with that. Hopefully that's coming up the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cool. We'll bring our tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
I have plenty of Reynolds wrap down here. I'm not plugging them, but I do have plenty of Reynolds wrap. So in case you forget yours, we'll through osmosis, we'll get it through the interwebs to you somehow.
I'd like a tinfoil tuxedo at this point, please.
Yep.
All right, we'll just come in for your measurements. And,
picture a beekeeper's suit, right? But just solid foil.
I'm a medium husky.
There is a non-refundable
what's so funny
deposit.
Is that all the tinfoil hat theories have now come true this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2021 and 2020 just said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
I think it was I think it was Chris that put up something on Twitter about like that like there was an article that like someone had screen capped of like conspiracy theories are bad, especially if they're true. Like especially if they're gonna turn out to be true, that's bad. Like
Well,
yep.
true, it's not a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, exactly.
Every conspiracy theory
Exactly.
now, so
ridiculous.
That was a that was a headline in a Canadian newspaper.
Was
and
it?
it was talking about it was talking about how experts say that it's a bad thing that the conspiracy theorists are consistently being proven right.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah, it is a bad thing because that means we're not crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know who said it, but it's
Well, remember the
Crowd.
bio labs were QAnon, remember? Until
Yeah, up until like a week ago.
I guess we have them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna fake another.
We don't have biolabs. You just said you have biolabs. No, I didn't.
Yeah, and remember,
Yeah. What?
Hunter
Biolabs?
Biden's laptop is also Russian disinformation, right?
Yeah, but the best thing is, but it proves that Biden didn't know anything. Oh my God.
Oh my
Well,
God.
you guys, like you saw
the
my
mental
story. They
gymnastics.
said I was a conspiracy theory. They said I was a QAnon. In fact, one of my friends texted me and said, "Hey Tara, you're a Q drop." And I said, "What is
Oh,
that?" And they had to
God.
explain it to me.
Oh God.
Anyway, I don't recommend trying that at home.
No.
You don't want to be
Todd doesn't have much time. I know. He said he had to split out a little bit early because he's a new daddy and he's got baby Florence at home and he's growing food, and I want to give him a chance to kind of talk about what he's been up to with BeTheChange. I know he's going to be coming back and doing some streams, taking a little bit of a break, and reading some stuff, doing some schoolwork. Right? Talk to us. I'm going to let you talk, so I don't want to talk for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, just been busy with the baby at home. She's almost 6 months old and starting to eat real food and stuff. So that's been really exciting and fun. And yeah, on a little break from school, which has been nice. Took a little bit of a break from posting on my channel, but I think I'm going to start like a series of documenting kind of the process of growing some food on our community garden plots that we got this year to see just basically how much food we could get out of that space, because each plot's about 10 by 20 and it's like $50, and we're able to get 4 of them because my mom also lives in the same town. So I'm going to kind of document that process of how much food we're able to get out of that space. So I think that'll be pretty interesting to see, and almost think that we can probably get maybe $1,000 worth of produce from it, which would be pretty interesting. Yeah, and just wanted to jump on and hear everybody and see everybody's beautiful faces and everything. And since that there's so many people, liberals and neoconservatives in the West pushing towards World War III, who knows how much longer we'll all be here. So definitely just wanted to jump on and say hi to everybody.
Well, again, we're so glad you got a chance to.
Okay. We'll be dead anyways in a few months.
Well,
I just want to say congrats on the baby.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Good
sure
job
it's
procreating.
probably
That was good. It's good.
good job on
a
your
lot to
fucking
do with it.
Sophie.
Make sure the crib
Yeah,
in the
your
fallout
experiments.
shelter is proficiently like the right height, so he doesn't like jump over. That's going to be important. So
That's a good tip. That's a good tip.
yeah.
Funny, while Luis got like kicked off of Twitter, Todd kind of voluntarily removed himself from Twitter, and you can tell by how big he's smiling that his mental health is definitely improved because of it.
Right.
So taking a break from Twitter, I have to take the advice myself because I check it way too often and I'm way too plugged in all day long. And yeah. So I give you a lot of credit for being able to stay away because I can't.
Yeah, I can't either.
Right?
Well, your job requires you to be
This is
on,
me.
so
Right.
I'm like,
I feel attacked right now.
That's right. We're all family here, right?
Right.
Jesse,
We
don't
are
worry
all
because
out.
I'm on way too much and I am supposed to be working. So
Yeah.
don't worry.
That's right. We're all doing that.
We all have it on a second device right now, probably. We're like, oh, what's Twitter doing? We haven't checked it in the last 30 seconds. Like, we just keep
Yeah,
refreshing
taking
the
screen
page.
caps.
Like,
I
Speak for
haven't looked at
yourself.
Twitter in
I
30
dodge you guys
seconds.
all I can.
yeah. Yeah.
So I want to introduce everybody to Greg. There's a couple people even on stream that haven't met Greg yet. That he's at BigMadCrab on Twitter. Greg has been doing some streams. He mods for Hinkle. He showed up on, I know, Reefer After Dark. I think he might have done a Warren stream or here or there. And He's been helping a lot
Yeah.
with thumbnails and production
Soon.
on the back end. So go ahead, Greg, say hi, introduce, and talk about some of the stuff that you like to do, where you're from, what and introduce yourself to the INN family and to everybody watching, to the 12 people that are watching.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Greg. I mostly do art and I shitpost a lot on Twitter.
Yeah.
So right now my most recent project is called Generica America. You could find that on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, etc. But this year has been way more crazier than I was expecting. So I'm trying to write new shit right now, and like Indy said, I do production.
Nice.
Did I lose
You muted.
Yeah, there you go. I think you muted yourself for a second. We lost your sound. But yeah, he's been doing some killer thumbnails, and he's been helping Tara with some of the video production, and Reef and INN and behind the scenes stuff. And again, this is all volunteer. We all just do this because we love doing what we do, and we want to help each other, and it's family, and everybody gets better because of it. And we learn and we teach each other stuff. And Crab's been teaching me about Canva stuff. I know he had a session with Reef, and they were learning about some Adobe Premiere stuff, and I know he was even doing some stuff with some other streamers. I don't know if we're allowed to say who that was, but there were some other projects out there that he's working on. So we're excited. Now Greg also has his own channel on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel? You're muted, bro.
Yeah, your sound cut out.
You're muted.
Your sound cut out.
Oh.
We lose you? No.
Yeah, I think so.
Your Yeti. Your Black Yeti came out, no gain. I think you might have unplugged.
Yeah, something happened.
Plug fell out. All right, so I think it's just BigMadCrab on YouTube. And while we're waiting for him to get his mic back, Tatami. So gosh, Tatami, it's been ages since we talked, since we saw you. You got some videos up to INN, and we're so happy about that. You were published, or you were on, like, your artwork was somewhere public, so talk about that.
Oh yeah, I ended up getting to put my art in a museum, which I was really excited about. It was the Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History, so I got to put my quilts up, and it was really, really exciting. And I got to sell a few of them too, which is always nice.
Nice.
Fantastic.
And she makes these beautiful little dolls, right?
Yeah, those too. Those always come in handy, I think. But yeah, they're for I practice an African traditional religion, so I'm really into that community as well, and the rights of pagans and that sort of thing. So it's been really cool to be able to combine both my politics and those other things that I used to never think were even involved in politics, and put them all together on my channel. And then of course also getting my videos up on the INN channel as well.
Nice.
That's great. Nice. And how the kids doing?
They've been really good. They just turned 6, so we had a really cool little party for them, a dinosaur party last month, and we're still kind of battling with housing, but I'm really excited because I just got a 60-day notice when I was about to ask for 30 more days. So I'm like really happy about that. Happy that I've got 2 more months instead of the one I was going to ask for.
Wow. Yeah. And everybody go over to Tommy's channel, see if you can support her work for sure. Because yeah, again, we're all doing this. We're all volunteer. It's because we love it, because we have something to say, and because we're all struggling to pay the rent, or many of us are, and we're definitely relying on our fans and the people who who are watching, and our fan. You guys become our family, even sometimes more than our own family. They think we're all crazy and need a decaf, right? That's what I get told all the time. Go take a decaf. And so Luci's done some traveling over the last couple of months. I know and she had some experiences from that, and I'd love to hear a little bit more about that. Hell, have you been on? I don't think you've been on a stream since we even did the student debt marathon, and let's talk about that. And you've been on so much stuff everywhere today, even. So go. The floor's yours, please.
Yeah. So I'm kind of in like underemployed right now, but well, I get to travel because my family lives in Argentina, like my extended family, and we have a house there. It's actually more comfortable than my life here because like over there, it's like we live in a suburb and we have a house, and here I live in the Bronx and like it's loud and small and cramped. But I go there and I don't know, like I wasn't there for that long. I was just there over the new year. That's always nice because it's summer there. I actually I really haven't been planning too much. That student debt boycott marathon was like the last thing I put a lot of effort into. And I was thinking of doing something on housing, but it's also like I have a problem where I feel like when I make plans, like things don't go to plan anyway. So like right now I'm just like trying to go with the flow and see if I can like support other people's efforts or help other people's stuff. And then just like keep doing my classes and stuff because I'm trying to change jobs. And I'm gonna have to put a little more effort into it because it hasn't really been working out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually so I do get to travel because I'm underemployed and I'm like I have family in other parts of the world, but it's not like I'm traveling somewhere new, if that makes sense.
Well, no, but what you're experiencing is what is the difference in healthcare and how Argentina has been handling the pandemic and how they've been treating their citizens throughout the pandemic. And now that we're getting into a post-COVID world, like the fact that everybody has healthcare and what a difference that makes. Again, you posted fascinating takes about Bernie's takes about war versus healthcare and all the. Yeah, you're killing it on Twitter. I love your new profile about the current thing.
Yeah, I am. And like New York is a really diverse city. There's people here from all over the world, but I do have that advantage that I get to go there. They have been treating their people a little bit better during coronavirus. They did a real lockdown. But then again, like that depends. If you agree with the lockdowns. A lot of people there don't agree with the lockdown. So it's possible that they're also going to have like a turn towards the right soon.
Yeah.
And then I was also in Egypt during the pandemic, like in 2020, because we didn't. I never actually locked down. Like I didn't stay in my house for 6 months. I had to make money, so I kept working, and then eventually I got worn out, and now I'm kind of underachieving. But because it's just like whenever I am lucky in that I do get job offers, but they're only in my old industry. And they don't want to give health insurance, and like they don't want to give any kind of remote work, and they don't want to change anything. Like it's like the world has changed, but the employers have not changed. And they don't want to adjust to these changes. This is like the feeling I'm getting. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, yeah. So I'm just trying to navigate that, and I actually hooked up on Twitter with a bunch of people that are involved in like healthcare actions. There might be some kind of healthcare action coming up soon, so maybe I'll join that.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah, you know what? I've also kind of noticed employers are either slow to act or they're not really sure exactly what how to behave in this in this environment, and the move to remote work for big corporations is going well because they have the money to basically take care of the technology and keep everybody somewhat connected. But there ends up being like a hierarchy for who's getting the better equipment and who's getting the time from IT and who's getting development time and who's getting all these things. And the remote work is not necessarily helping because it's really the squeakier wheels that are getting that are really getting the attention and the work, right? I mean, I'm sure you're seeing stuff like that. But I did want to, of course, give Tara some time. Tara's been through a little bit the last month or so. So we could talk a little bit about censorship, deplatforming, and how we can all help Tara. So
hey. Yeah, thanks everybody, Indy and Reef and Greg for helping me kind of get back in the world a bit. But yeah, it's been kind of a weird couple weeks because at the same time that Russia is doing its special military operation, a couple days later, as you all know, Lee Camp had his podcast removed and I had mine removed on the same day. And then all my work dried up with RT, of course, because, you know, they're going through what they're going through and they've been banned. So I've been, you know, and I miss all my RT people. They were great all over the globe. And I don't even know how my London, because I worked a lot with London. They produced my podcast. I don't even know how they are. I'm worried about them. Like it just like everybody lost their job in one day, RT America and a lot of, and then, so I just did an interview. I think it'll be up on YouTube, right, Indy?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
with RT International. Yeah, I talked about censorship and how we need it. And then, of course, I got immediately trolled. And if you guys see this, I want to find out who this troll is because he literally watches. He's probably watching now. He watches every single thing I do. It's called Eat at Joe's. And he posts the most gross stuff. He threatened to kill my horse. He's threatened me. He's stalked me for over 2 years. I don't know who it is. It's called Eat at Joe's. I've reported it multiple times. Like he said he wanted to murder me and I reported it to Twitter and they said they didn't find a violation. And I just don't understand. But he's and then he'll post other things, just shit post every single tweet I do. So it's called Eat at Joe's. So if you guys could just like block and report it, maybe if someone else reports it, it'll work, or find out who the heck it is. Because at this point I have enough to report it to law enforcement, and he was reported once to law enforcement. So I don't know like what to do, but it's part of that Sally Albright kind of group, but I'm not sure he's part of Sally Albright.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
And,
so
in
the meantime, right. So in the meantime, we've kind of had to figure out like how do we get Tara set up with an infrastructure so that you can have a voice, right? So that you can start to have an income from streaming, from writing, from people who want to hear from you and that want to support you.
Yeah, so, and that's the thing. You know, I just got with your help, Indy, I got accepted into Rockfin, and I've got Rumble, I've got Odyssey. Odyssey was right away. They accepted all the RT folks. And so I'm going to be doing some interviews. I have an interview planned. I'm going to be bringing on Lee Camp again. And I think I'm going to bring back Maria Butina just to talk about the perspective from Russia. It'll be interesting. I know she's not popular with everyone. And her views tend to be, you know, like I'm not pro-gun, she's pro-gun or whatever, but like she's interesting and she's been through solitary confinement. And I think people should really hear about the US prison system. And so I have her coming on and some other folks, and I'm hoping to do like a regular show, like on Tuesday night. And I hope that doesn't bother anyone or compete with anyone. So,
nice.
So yeah. So I'm hoping to do that.
Well, you've got your streamers that go live almost every night, and that's not really very many of us here in the network. We usually have like one night each, and I don't think right now anybody's doing Tuesdays, so that works for us. I know Reef's talking about doing some other new show, either Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So it looks like Wednesday's going to be the day on that thing.
That's what I planned on anyway. So.
Yeah, Wednesday's kind of a good fit too. But Tuesday night, and then and so look for me on Telegram too. I'm on there, and and the reason I brought up the trolls is because I really need help with that because that's why I haven't been independent. I get troll farms after me so hard. It gets overwhelming because I don't know how to moderate. So if you guys can help out with that, that helps. Just to like and comment and, you know, block and delete at will. Any of those.
Any white hats out there, you know, you could deal with that. That'd be great as well. Thank you. But
so let's see who else haven't we heard from? I Collin had a chance to talk. Kris, Luis, is it Reef? Are we up to Reef now already?
I'll
go for it, dude.
I'll go for the short star. So
Reef hasn't been doing anything. He's just kind of sitting there.
No, yeah,
right? No.
I've been as long as you know. Tar talked about me helping her do stuff there. What I've been working on is trying to get INN assets for INN News. So I actually have all those done and plugged in, and they're ready to go. So, you know, me and Collin, hopefully next week, will prep Tuesday and film Wednesday. You know, we'll stream that to this channel and this channel only. So make sure to follow INN. Should be in the doobly-doo down below if you haven't already. So we'll be doing that. And all other INN channels, not just this YouTube, but, you know, you should be able to find those. But that and my show, Reef After Dark, on Fridays. I don't know who I'm going to have on this week, but we'll figure that out. But been going on shows. I was on Jay Buffont's show like yesterday. Pretty sure that was great. Love doing that. You know, you people have definitely seen me around the space, so that's nice. Shows on Sunday with Indy. I don't know if you might have someone else on this Sunday, Indy, you said?
I'm having a special guest host this Sunday, co-host. Again, I don't know if we're gonna figure out the 3 box and Reef will be there or if Reef's gonna take a week off and work on some other stuff, but we're still trying to work that out.
But yeah, I was on Extra Bulla's Saturday show, which we had talked about. That's a fucking killer episode. Please go watch that shit. I cannot wait for those clips. Me and Indy rewatched it, and I died again. My face still hurts. So you know that was super fun doing that. And last Friday, I think I had on Jesse, Ricky, and Noli, and that was a great time too. So go check out my channel. I'm betting it's in the description below, but you know, otherwise find me on Twitter at Reef Breland. You know.
Yep.
So
and hook him up with some weed money.
That'd be great.
co-free.com/Reef Breland. You know.
Yeah.
Always good. Trying to get that email, right?
That would be nice. That and that trip to Amsterdam. Those two things would be dope.
Dude, we want to fund a reporting trip to Amsterdam, and he will go from coffee shop to coffee shop and sample all kinds of stuff and tell you everything that
I'm ready
makes him
right
pass
now.
out or not.
I got the
Space
duffel bag ready.
Hash. I mean, we can. Yes, that is a trip that we have to plan at some point.
Yep.
That's gotta happen. Reporter on location. I don't think anybody's really kind of done that. Even as explosive as the cannabis space has become, it's kind of surprising that it hasn't. But
I think I got
weed money. What's that?
I got response this week from CBDX, who leaves super chats on Jimmy's chat all the time to use code Jimmy to get like 20% off checkoff. Hopefully I get that as well, so you could use my code. That would be great. But yeah, otherwise
we'll work on that.
Yeah,
we're working on that. Holy moly. Yeah. So, I've been a busy boy too. Just again, talking to everybody, trying to help Tara getting herself settled and talking to everybody about doing more streams and shows and Friends of Indie Left, which is a new show that started since we basically did the last stream. I think the last stream we did was about mid-January. I'd done my first one with Sabby. Now we're 5 episodes into that. We're almost 30 episodes into How Do We Miss That? And that was just a thing where, again, I was just watching news and reading news, and it's like, wow, I haven't really seen very many people cover those stories. So Reef and I just decided to get on stream and do it. And now, again, we're like 30 episodes in. have so much fun doing it, and Reef's Reddit cringe afterwards. And everybody should definitely check out the boats smashing into other boats. If you go to rumble.com and you look up Reef Breland's name, you can find all the just clips of the boats smashing into other boats, because YouTube doesn't like it. We're constantly getting like copyright strikes and all kinds of crap.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Yep. Fuck you, YouTube. So we're going to Rumble too. We're already on Rumble. We've got almost 250 subs live on Rumble at this point. So we're going to start going live on Rumble soon. We're also in conversations with Rockfin, and hopefully we're going to start having a channel both for Indie Left News as well as for INN. Wow, we did Friends of Indie Left as a podcast. That's also something else that we're working on is beefing up the Substack. And I started writing again, like inspired to write articles. And now I'm actually co-writing an article with The Dissident, who's another INN member.
Nice.
Shout out to The Dissident, who's not here tonight and doesn't really go on stream, but he's written some fire articles and gotten some attention for people. But, I'm working on something about are all progressives supporting Russia against Ukraine? What's going, why are they all pro-Putin? I got somebody who asked me a question on Facebook today, and it started me thinking, and I wrote this whole long response. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to turn this into an article. I'm going to write about it. So, and then I brought this in, and he's like, I've got a bunch of supporting stuff, and I can help you with that. I'm like, let's co-publish it. So look for that in the next couple of days as well. Haven't done a news update in a couple of days on Indie Left News or on Leftist.today, but always busy publishing and always busy amplifying and always busy sharing and always busy engaging. I was on Misty's radio show this week, and congratulations to Misty Winston, Comrade Misty, Sarcasm Stardust. Go follow her on TNT Radio, the Misty Winston Show, and Jesse Zerwell, who's also on Facts on the Ground with her. He's got a show there as well. Tomorrow I'll be going.
That podcast went up this morning, right? On your channel?
It went live. It went live on the Independent Left News YouTube channel at 8:00 this morning, so you can listen to. It's about an hour-long interview, and talk a lot about the origins of how Independent Left News got started and the evolution of how we ended up where we are right now. And it was just a blast and an honor to talk to Misty. And I was literally sandwiched in between two journalists, and Rob was talking about journalists earlier, two journalists who I absolutely adore and respect. And he talked about Alex Rubinstein, who was after me, and before that was Vanessa Beeley. So it was like, wow, star power and me in between. And I was like, breathe, okay, breathe. So that was a lot of fun. And then tomorrow I'm going to be exclusive on the Hardlands Media Rockfin show, because I had Kit on Saturday on Friends of Indie Left. And now, as a result, Kit is going to have me on the Hardlands show. We're going to talk about censorship. And this week, Hardlands got a strike, and so it's kind of fitting and appropriate there. So,
do we have any info about that? Are they still striked or?
No, they got it back. They got an apology from YouTube. They're all restored. Everything's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Indy. I just want to say thank you for all your help since I got censored and pulled off, getting the Politics of Survival podcast going so it'll survive. So thank you, Reef, and thank you, Greg. Thank you, everybody actually here, Noli and everybody. You're all so wonderful. And yeah, thank you.
Love you.
Stay safe, sir.
Love you, Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Yeah.
Just I admire your courage, and a lot of people do. So I just wanted you to know that. A lot of us regular people out there.
Thank you. You're a sweetheart.
We love you.
You guys too. Hey, and Jesse, shout out. I was going to get you on RT International right before, and then they're now banned. So I'm sorry. So I promise you're going to just be on my show.
I would love that.
Yeah.
That's why they got banned.
500,000 viewers.
Jesse, man. The kiss of death, man. What's up, dude?
What can I say? I've always had it. So
I have a really funny story that when I was a kid, I got an opportunity to go to Russia, and I was literally there 3 weeks before the fall of communism. So I like to say I staged the coup and I left.
You get a coup. You get a coup. You get a coup.
17 years old, drinking my face off in Moscow and Leningrad. Yep.
You know, it's funny because
Pretty
when I was in
much.
high school, they sent a bunch of like poor kids from Russia to my high school to show us like how bad communism was. Like they brought them
Oh my
over.
God.
Like, it's
I mean,
crazy.
That's
in my neck of the woods,
Welcome to
right up here in
Jersey.
Tallahassee, Bert Kreischer, shout out, you know, like
the machine
himself, right? Like, I mean, the whole trip from Florida State to Russia is
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
story. If you haven't seen that, please go look it up. Bert Kreischer's
Bert
the Machine
Kreischer,
story.
the machine.
You know,
And it's going to be made into a major motion picture apparently at some
Bert,
point
next time you're in
soon.
Tallahassee, you know, I'll be there. Hook me up.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, for sure.
We'll get you to drink
Um,
all the Russian vodka to save America. It's gonna be a great time. You know?
So yeah, we're gonna have a bunch more streams. We're gonna have a bunch more people uploading their content to Indie News Network going forward. So definitely subscribe to our channels. Again, we're gonna be getting more stuff up to Rumble because I haven't been doing that. A lot of the stuff's on me, and we've got to get some more help and some more volunteers and some more members of the network jumping in and helping to upload and channel managers, etc. And that way we spread everybody's content out there. And that's the whole idea behind Indie News Network. Again, for those who haven't watched, the whole point of why we're all coming together is because we all are smaller channels who all can help each other, and we're all friendly and we're friends with each other. And we just met through all of this and through streaming and through being banned and being censored and having like-minded. And it's amazing to see. Again, we're only 5 months into this network even being formed and 6 months into me contacting everyone. And I have to say thank you to everybody for being patient, for joining, for participating, for everything that you're doing to help and lift up other streamers, amplify voices. I mean, Luci, when you did your student debt marathon, you brought Samir Adli, the doctor from Cuba. You had Radical Leftist Agenda. We're trying to bring in other content creators, other new voices all the time and lift up. And I think that's one of the really important things that INN is about. We're stretching onto new platforms. Like tonight, we're streaming this live onto Telegram, in addition to all the other platforms. So we're pushing the envelope and we're trying to get messages out there. We're supporting people who are just getting started, and we're providing tech support, and we're providing friendship, and we're providing amplification. And again, I can't thank everybody enough for everything that you're doing, because it makes it fun for everything that I do all day long. And I'm hanging with Reef in Discord, and I encourage everyone to do that more often. We're there too much. So definitely everybody in the network pop in. We have our network Discord that everybody's a member of. But I have a Discord server that's independentleft.gg. Reef has the Jimmy Dore Discord. A bunch of us are also in the Jackson Hinkle Discord. So you can find a lot of us on Discord as well. Luis is in my Discord. I know just about everybody in the network is. Again, I don't really have very much else that I wanted to cover tonight because I do so much on different shows, and I just want to give everybody a chance to get together, talk about what you're up to, and say hi and see if there's anything else anybody else want to say. Otherwise, I'd say we can kind of cut out, unless Jesse wants to. Again, I'm not going to put him on the spot. If he has a guitar, he wants to play something or give us something.
Come on, Jess. Oh man. Yeah, you know what? I can't really. Let me grab the guitar. Hang on one second.
Nice. See that? Yep. We're gonna get some live music. Check it out.
I just want to say that Putin is very worried about all the Ukrainian accounts on Twitter. He's making a difference. He's getting nervous.
Right? Yeah, all those flags.
He's getting very nervous. They got him on the ropes.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Lewis is in the Batmobile.
He's driving. Just be careful. Don't look at the camera. Look at the road. Watch the road. Watch the road.
That's right.
Watch the road, man.
Driving.
Watch the road, man.
Watch the stream with your ears, not your eyes.
Louise,
okay.
Louise, next time, just call those people on Twitter Mama Bean Chase. They don't know what that is.
That'll work.
You know.
Don't worry. I'm just listening to you guys. Keep on talking over there.
Look, if you see the Joker. go do your thing. I know you got business to take care of, so don't worry about us. We'll be fine, okay?
Collin, do you have another Kamau Makwano? Oh my goodness. Royalty in the house, Mona Carmona. We have to say hi to Mona.
Right.
Kuna Matata.
Right
Hakuna
now,
Matata.
not at the moment. I am trying since April. It's in Rwanda. They celebrate. I think it's the 28th anniversary of the genocide. I think. Yeah, 28th. I want to try and I'm trying to arrange for a close friend of mine to talk more about it.
Nice.
Just to give a little more precedent to that and actually have someone who actually went through that kind of speak on that versus the talking points that we've probably heard about it on this side of the world. So that's probably the big thing that I'm trying to have uploaded for my channel next month. Other than that, I think the only thing I'm going to do in the meantime, as Reef said, start putting more stuff probably on INN than I am on my channel. That's sad. Well, not sad, but it's all good either way. It's all for good reasons. So I'm working on that, and then still trying to figure out if traveling to Africa this summer will be a thing, and if it is, then being able to produce content once I'm there. So that's still definitely a possibility for me up in the air right now, but hopefully that will kind of sort itself out where I'll be able to do that. So you'll know once as I have everything kind of confirmed.
I wanted to say
that'd be a
before
sick trip.
that INN News, me and Collin doing the plans are hopefully some rotating INN hosts. That would be nice. So hopefully we'll get to see all these faces again much more often on that channel. I'll always produce, so whatever. But it'll give you a chance to bring a couple stories that you want to tell people, and we'll produce it up and get it out to people nice and fancy like. So
I
should
think
look
the
good.
idea is basically to have like kind of consistent people at least, and then like anyone who wants to come on,
Right.
Is able to. So I kind of agreed that as my schedule permits, that I'll at least kind of kick it off. And then, like anyone else who's interested, just let me or Reef know, and then we'll get you on.
We plan Tuesdays, and Wednesdays will be when we do it. We can always change time Wednesdays, so whatever,
Oh, we definitely have to talk about next week, because New Orleans is going to be a thing for me next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, it is. Okay, nice. I love to hear that, because originally I heard that wasn't going to be a thing, so that's good. I'm very happy to hear this.
So it's now a thing. So yeah,
nice.
I'll be traveling next week.
Just bring a phone and film it. I'll be down to watch. Like.
So is Jesse muted? Is he tuning? What's he doing over there?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Nice.
I'm gonna pan Jesse and make Jesse big.
I'm gonna mute so I don't have to. Nobody shares or anything.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot going on other than trying to finish this record. I'm about halfway through recording everything for it. I've got an interview coming up with Noli Dee actually on April 1st. That's the only immediate thing on the books, which I'm super excited about. So yeah, this is a song from the upcoming record, which will be called The Grift. And this is called Powerless.
They'll gladly pay you by the the hour for a minute or so, so you can sign off on the towers where they'll piss on your home. And if you feel like you're just powerless to answer them, no, it's 'cause you are. It's 'cause you are. They'll gladly pay you by the hour for a minute or so, so you can sign off on the towers where they'll piss on your home. And if you feel like you're just powerless to answer them, no, it's 'cause you are. It's 'cause you are. They'll gladly stagnate a living wage, snap the chains and bury it. Labor slaves in rusty cages dragged behind a chariot, led by Mr. Racial Jungle, Joseph R. Iscariot, fighting over scraps as they barrage us all with variants and BuzzFeed clickbait, straight until we're paralyzed, trying to distract us from the concentration camps that Joe had swore he'd close but only chose to amplify, where they got 50-something kids in cages made for 5 to occupy. And no, she hasn't seen the camps, but Harris swears they're paradise. And she tells us the facilities are safe, and that right down to the women, they are regularly sterilized. Then she throws her head back and she proceeds to laugh, that sort of heartless cackle you'd expect from someone working steadfastly on behalf of the virus and a Congress full of parasites. And where was I? I was busy cashing every blue check, demonstrating plainly all the narratives expected from the verified. See, I was busy breeding verbal leeches by the terabyte. Trained them to exsanguinate the wealthy while they sleep at night. Bleed the oil barons dry and barren, say they showed us how to share and now we share alike. Tell them I've contracted rabies from a feral mic. And now I'm just another species losing sleep to noise pollution and these glaring lights. Forced to change its habits and adapt to just survive. And now it's safe to say that some of us are thriving in the moment, throwing shit on presidential homes beneath the Paris skies. So if you think that you're just powerless, I guess you bought the lie. But I can tell they're petrified of our collective might. See, I can hear those gentrifiers weeping at the sight of our collective might. And I only can imagine the intensifying fear of knowing revolution's near, and all that's left to do is simply wallow in the thick anticipation of a rabid bite. And one day you can ask your leaders just what that was like before you grab a slice. So if you think you're powerless, allow me now to change your mind. See, if you think you're powerless, allow me now to change your mind. Because they'll pay you hourly, tax them each apart, and build a shining tower out of loopholes and cards, and tell you that you're powerless to keep you in the dark because you aren't, because we aren't. See, they'll pay you hourly, tax them each apart, and make you build a shining tower out of loopholes and cards, and tell you that you're powerless to keep you in the dark because you aren't, because we aren't. And that's powerless.
Holy crap, dude. Like, I can't even keep up with your
That
lyrics.
was
Like,
amazing.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Seriously, guys, thank you.
I need to borrow your cajon to accompany. You know, you just mail
If
that.
I had a lighter, I would light a lighter right now.
yeah, that's a lighter song, and yeah, like we can have Reef playing harmonica along
Right?
with it a little
Harmonica.
bit. Right, throwing a little.
I have a flute. We could do flute, guitar.
I think we've got a family band. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I was talking about
Just Jug Band Christmas
session,
for
like, and then we'll do karaoke over the band.
Thank you,
like,
man.
that'll
Seriously,
blast.
thank you, guys.
Oh, no problem,
No,
dude.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
we're-
That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was a privilege.
Fun fact time soon.
Yeah.
He's got some really cool frenetic punky capabilities that I think we're gonna do something a little frantic and fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna start cooking up some
I might have
ideas.
to break
soon.
out the kit for you guys. That's good. That might
All
have to be
right.
a thing we do. And I need strings for the
Might be a little
guitar.
edgy. Try to tone that
My
down.
stringsies, bro. I need stringsies.
I'm like always the dude that likes to sit on the couch wasted and watch everybody else play music and just sit there and go, that's really awesome. So I can certainly do that.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
As
that's
the person that
that's
plays
awesome.
music, I value people like you so much.
That's awesome. Like, and I don't like, dude, you must be reading your lyrics off a sheet, but even reading them off a sheet, like, how many times have you performed that song? Because, you know,
that one at this point, probably 10. I'd say
10.
it's safe to say 10 times.
It sounds like, dude, I've got to hear a song like 50, 100 times before I know it like that. I mean, I know you're writing it, but like, holy shit, dude! Like
that's why you become a drummer, so you don't play the same thing every time. Like,
is
you
that
know.
what it is?
Yeah, you just learn it as like
synthesizer. It's like the
kinda
same
like
verse
this.
effectively.
Yeah, it's
Jesse,
like it's kind
Jesse.
of like this. Go ahead.
Yeah, when I was on Sabby's show, she played her theme song, and I was like, "Damn, Sabby, I love your theme music." You know, and she's like, "Well, Jesse Jett did it." And I'm like, "Oh my god, he did my theme music!" And so, like, all these creators are getting your theme songs. It's amazing, and that's when you come on Politics of Survivor, we're going to talk about your ability to do theme songs. Maybe the DNC will hire you to do a jingle.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I've been waiting for. This is all a long con to get that
Make sure
DNC
you're hired, for
money. That's what this is all about.
When's the next when's the next press briefing from the Cy Oppenheimer campaign? That should be
That will actually be soon. I finally got everything ready to go for that third
Oh my
video where he's
God.
going to be addressing some scandal of his own. So
that's gonna be great.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
everybody follow Jesse on Twitter because Cy Oppenheimer is running for the 12th district.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got to get out to support people. You know, Pokemon,
fellas,
go to
see
the
you later.
polls.
Hey, good to see you, man. It's been too long.
2022, Oppenheimer 22. Come on. Let's do it.
I know, right?
Let's take him to the top.
Hey, Jesse, I have a Men Without Hats tribute band, and I was wondering if you would like to tell people that have that band. You know, that's all I need. I don't want to ask for much. So just tell them this asshole's got a Men Without Hats tribute band.
Warren's
that's
theme
all.
music is
'Cause we don't
awesome.
get enough press.
Banger.
Men Without Hats.
Indeed.
That's,
So
no, I mean, is that what do you call the tribute band?
Yeah.
Oh, you're also Men Without Hats, or
well, it's Canadian, so it's dudes without toques. So
It's dudes without toques. Hey, come on, guy. Come on. I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy friend.
we are
I will
sponsored by
promote
Molson
that
Triple
until my dying day, Warren.
Molson Triple.
Jesse's already composing a song in his head right now.
Yeah, right.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Tim Hortons and maple syrup donuts. Come on, I can go all day.
God,
Where's
that's
Yeti?
great.
Yeti disappeared. He's got the Canada.
He's warming
the
up
Canada
the act.
references.
He's our drummer. He's getting ready.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So thank you
Well,
for
gang,
that. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
seriously, it was such a joy to be here. I'm so excited to be a part of
Yeah,
this.
this is a blast. We're gonna have to do this again in the next 30,
Definitely.
60, 90 days somewhere in
Yep.
there. But
Yep.
But yeah, welcome to the family. Everybody watch out. Everybody subscribe to everyone. All the Twitter handles are in the doobly-doo, in all the descriptions everywhere. Follow everybody on Twitter except for Luis because you can't. So follow him on Instagram.
Follow him in spirit. That's what counts.
And again, follow us on Telegram and on Discord and everywhere because we don't want to get banned and we don't lose touch with everybody. And we're gonna keep streaming to all the platforms we can until they kick us the fuck out of everywhere. So. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Reef, for running the stream because I never really asked you, and apparently he gave me crap for that. So.
Oops.
Right. All right. Bye, everyone. Love you.
All right.
Keep listening to
Much love, guys.
I love you.
Good night.
Bye.
Jesse, take us out. Take us out, Jesse.
Oh, goodness.
Too late.
Oh,
Bye, everyone.
no, it's not too late.
It's over.
Take us out.